Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, especially those on the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us, there is only this present moment, and we are on. Tutunguin tayo sa diary entry number 1095. When one day God gave me the inner knowledge that I had never lost my innocence and that despite all dangers in which I had found myself, He himself had been guarding me so that the virginity of my soul and heart would remain intact. I spent the day in fervent interior thanksgiving. I thank God that He had been pleased to protect me from evil, and also for this, that I had found favor in His eyes, that He Himself had given me assurance of this. Na isang araw binigyan ako ng Diyos ng panloob na kaalaman na hindi kailanman nawala sa akin ang aking kawalang kasalanan. At sa kabila ng lahat ng panganib kung saan natagpuan ko ang aking sarili, siya mismo ang nagbabantay sa akin upang ang pagkabirhen ng aking kaluluwa at puso ay manatiling buo. Ginugugol ko ang araw sa maalab na pasasalamat sa loob. Nagpasalamat ako sa Diyos na siya ay nalulugod na protektahan ako mula sa kasamaan. At para din dito, na nakasumpong ako ng biyaya sa kanyang mga mata, na siya mismo ang nagbigay sa akin ng katiyakan tungkol dito. Favorite apple of the eyes. And for that, Faustina was very thankful. God is protecting her from all evil. So, nagiging tagapagbantay ni Faustina laban sa mga tukso, mga kahinaan. Ano siya, yung siguro ibig sabihin nito that I never lost my innocence. Napaka-pure, no? You'll notice that the church gives high regard for virgin saints. Yung mga hindi nadala sa temptation of the flesh, for instance, no? Mataas yung ano niyan, yung control. Kasi ito yung madalas na nagpapabagsak sa isang tao. Yung halimbawa ngayon, di ba? Kita nyo, mga bata pa lang very much aware of their body, of their sexuality, maraming teenage pregnancy, maraming bata pa lang ay nagiging magulang na at a very young age. When we reach a certain age, no, talagang ano na tayo, yung namumulat, no? Namumulat na yung ating consciousness to our sexuality. Nagkaroon tayo ng attraction to opposite sex or kung gay, no, to person of interest natin. Talagang it's one of the things that man has to struggle. Pero ano yan, no? We should have a very wholesome attitude towards it. Hindi naman yan masama by itself. Because you can actually use that for your spiritual growth. It is something powerful. Kapag hindi mo siya na-control, you fall for it. Pero sabi nga, no, kung nasa loob ka naman ng sanctity of marriage, hindi naman siya masama, no? You just have to be in that state. Now, when you are exploring, wala tayong, kumbaga, influence tayo ng society. Kasi ngayon, ang ating lipunan, ano na to no? Parang normal na lang yan. In fact, in the schools, it is being pushed, no? Sa ibang bansa, actually, no, yung hinahayaan lang yan. Pero we should guard ourselves, our children, for instance, from all of this. Kasi nga, I will speak in terms of the power with it that it bears, no? Kasi nga, one can actually use this for spiritual growth. You can use this kung magagamit ito ng ayos. You can use this to intensify your creativity. Yung pagiging creative, yung in the form of art, no? In sports, in intellectual engagement, knowledge, ganyan ano. Kaya actually, kung nagagamit din ng maayos ito, ay it can bring out the genius in a person. No, kaya lang kasi nga, yung lower nature natin yung umiiral, yung pleasure of it, no? Pero, again, hindi ito, no? We should look at this positively and very wholesome, no? Kasi, for a long time, it is a taboo, no? To talk about it, no? But, actually, kaya siya nagiging, no, kasalanan. Kasi, parang, you are going out of that thing which is a taboo, no? Parang, bakit pa ipagbabawal, ganun. But if you talk about it openly and positively and wholesomely, hindi naman, no? So, ilulugar natin yan. Ilulugar sa mga usapan kung paano to dapat pag-usapan, hindi in a parang dirty way. Now, again, this can be used to empower one person. Yun nga sabi ko kanina, when it is being used for higher purpose, for creativity, you see artists, no, yung mga artista, yung mga those in that field, yung mga painters, ganyan, ano, mataas ang level ng kanilang, they are using their sexuality in a positive way, kaya mapapansin nyo, ang gaganda ng mga creations nila because they are using that power. Lahat, no, ng nasa arts, makikita nyo yan. Even yung mga athletes, makikita niyo malakas yung sexuality din nila, no? Yung appeal din nila is very strong. Priests, no? Nuns. Hindi exempted yan. Kaya nga mataas din yung temptation sa kanila kasi may vow of celibacy sila, no? Pero ang hirap din nun kasi ang lakas din ng ano nila, no? Ang lakas din ng appeal nila. But they have to control it. They have to use this accordingly for the higher purpose. Again, that the term is using this for the higher purpose. Kasi nga pag nagamit ito for the higher purpose, genius ka talaga or master, no, ka talaga in whatever field you would like to go into. Nagkakaroon ka ng mastery. No? Kasi pinalalakas nito yung una nga creativity, pangalawa yung utak natin, no? So yung intellectual powers. Ang hirap i-discuss ito ng no, kung paano siya gagawin. But basically, it's directing or redirecting. I-channel mo yung lakas na yan inside you. That's power inside you to higher purpose. Mapapansin nyo, those who are really weak, they also have that weak power on that level. But people are really very strong in everything that they do. Makikita nyo rin na mataas din yung appealing, nila, no? Power nila. Kaya mga kapatid, when it comes to reproductive rights, I will go to yung stand of the church on that. Kasi po, it is, una, sacred. Talagang sacred yan. Yan ay napakabanal ng bagay na yan para sa isang tao. Kasi It is the instrument of creation. Kaya nga, hindi lang yan sa creation ng isang human being, kundi sa creation of anything. Kaya nga ang taas ng creativity of human being kapag nasa height siya ng ganito, no? Yung sexual ano niya, nasa height siya niya, ang taas ng creativity niya. Anong kine-create? Maraming bagay yung kine-create ng isang tao. Discoveries, inventions, ayan. Yung nga nagsusuling nito kahit na hindi nila masyadong naiintindihan kasi parang ang tingin lang kasi nga ay kasalanan. No? But it should not be seen basically as a sin. Hindi dapat makita na isang kasalanan kasi kapag naman ginamit nga kasi sa kabutihan for the higher purpose, ang ganda ng pwedeng gawin nito to humanity. Anong kayang gawin nito to humanity? No? So, look at those discoveries and creativities and technologies that have been developed na iniligay ang tao sa isang mas mataas na level, no? Civilization, no? Kung ano meron tayo ngayon, it is because of man's creativity. And hindi nyo nakikita that behind that is that sexual power that they have. They have redirected their energy down there to higher purpose. No, hindi doon sa intercourse or having so many relationship with men or women, hindi doon kasi nasasayang. No, again, hindi naman masama ngayon, but as long as you're in the state of the sanctity of marriage, hindi siya masama. Pero kung walabas ka doon, mas maganda na magamit siya for higher purpose. That is the reason why sa ibang tradisyon, no, halimbawa si Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, sexual intercourse for Gandhi, ginagamit lang niya kapag may plano for creation ng for procreation. Pero other than that, hindi. Hindi niya yan ginamit. Ginamit niya yan for higher purpose. Kasi nga kung makukuha lang natin yung technique about it, we can really do good, a lot of do good. No? Isa siyang asset that we can do to promote spirituality. Yung kung paano niya nauunawaan ng Diyos, you have to have that also, that power. Because it is again a gift from God that we have to discover. Pero hindi natin na-discover kasi nga yung lower nature, yung nagagawa natin. Ibig sabihin ng lower nature nga yung engagement into the sexual practice and not in maximizing it for the higher purpose. So again, papaano? Laging tinatang, papaano ba? Directing nga po, idinidirect mo yung lakas na yan sa mga mas matataas na bagay, higher purpose, and that is to bring your greatness in you, no? Yung kung saan mo gustong maging magmaster, dinadala mo doon, kaya mas mabilis kang na makakapag-master ng isang bagay. And you produce greater output. Again, Faustina was able to use that. Nagkamit niya yan. Kasi kung hindi siya magiging saint. No? At nagpapasalamat siya sa Panginoon because the Lord guarded her, protected her. No? In that way, nakita niyo yung power niya. No? Nalabanan niya yung lahat ng tukso, nalabanan niya kahit yung mga pandalait sa kanya, nalabanan niya yung challenges in her life, nalabanan niya yung sufferings, even the devil, no? Nalabanan niya. And there was also this point na sinabi niya na the Lord gave her that cincture, yung tali on her belt, yung golden cincture na gininto ang tali that protected her virginity. And with that, nagawa niya yung napakaraming bagay. Di siya nakapag-aral pero tingnan niyo, ang galing-galing niya. Naintindihan niya yung mga bagay na hindi naiintindihan ng ordinaryong tao. Tayo nga, di ba? Ako nga, nahirapan pag-intindihin yung mga sinusulat niya, pero she was able to understand everything that the Lord has told her, no? Yun yung power. Yun yung nagawa niya yan because it was protected. She was able to use that power. May we also discover that thing too, no? Kahit tayo'y matanda na, hindi pa yan nawawala sa atin, ano? Magagamit pa rin natin yan for a higher purpose. And for one thing, to understand certain knowledge and wisdom na nandun lamang sa Panginoon nakatago. Mas mabilis nating mauunawaan ang mga bagay.